For centuries, the Society of the Black Dragon has sanctioned an ancient rite of combat, known as the Kumite, open only to the world's most lethal warriors. It has never been won by a Westerner.
You are not Japanese. I can do it.
Now, for the first time, the true story of America's super agent, Frank Dukes, can be revealed.
Uncle Sam can't afford to let you get hurt.
I'm going to Hong Kong.
Frank is going to fight in the Kumite, and we're here to stop him.
An awesome human weapon.
It hurts me just looking at it.
Who infiltrates the Chinese underworld.
I did not come this far to stop now.
Take him.
To enter a forbidden competition.
Couldn't you just get me in?
Strict rules, no press.
You telling me you never break rules?
Where every fighting style, every worthy opponent, every deadly technique clash in savage combat.
Time to separate the men from the boys.
And only one will triumph.
Now I will break you.
International martial arts sensation Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport, the true story of the ultimate champion.
From another time comes a man of great power.
You talk funny, Nash. Where are you from?
Lots of different places. A warrior of incredible strength.
You've the devil in you.
We've been kinsmen 20 years.
Connor MacLeod was my kinsman. I don't know who you are.
Because you were born different, men will fear you, try to drive you away.
A man uncertain of his future.
What you got here, Brenda, is a guy who's been creeping around since at least 1700.
It's not possible.
And haunted by his past.
Wait a minute, Nash. I want some answers.
You cannot die, MacLeod.
I am Connor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. I was born in 1518 in the village of Glenfinnan on the shores of Loch Shiel. Now I am immortal.
A hero who is about to face his greatest challenge.
You will always be weaker than I.
What can you tell me about a 7-foot lunatic hacking away with a broadsword at 1 o'clock in the morning, New York City, 1985?
Not much.
For he is not alone.
In the end, there can be only one.
Highlander, there can be only one.
Here we are, we're the princes of the universe. Here we belong, fighting for survival. We've come to be the rulers of your world.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there. It's a pretty amazing planet we live on here, and a man would have to be some kind of fool to think we're all alone in this universe.
There is a hidden world where ancient evil weaves a modern mystery.
What's going on here? Is this some kind of...
Magic. The darkest magic.
They call it Little China.
Finally, we shall bring order out of chaos.
It's where Big Trouble was waiting for Jack Burton.
Who? Jack Burton. Me.
Jack!
Jack?
Jack!
They told him to go to hell. You make one move. And that's just where he's going.
Somebody, I don't care who, tell me what is going on.
How are you gonna spring us?
I have no idea. There are many mysteries, many unanswerable questions, even in a life as short as yours.
My destiny rests in your capable hands.
Hey, I'll do my best.
Oh, God, is this really happening?
This is gonna take Cracker Jack timing, Wang. 1, 2, 3. We may be trapped.
Total concentration.
Safety. Oh, yeah.
You ready, Jack?
I was born ready.
Way to go, Jack.
Jack Burton's coming to rescue your summer.
Hey, what more can a guy ask for?
20th Century Fox presents Kurt Russell in John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China.
It's all in the reflexes.
A man trapped by his own body.
To Alan, to the start of his new life.
So you train monkeys exclusively for quadriplegics? How about if I were to donate a monkey?
She hasn't been exposed to anything weird in the lab.
No.
An animal trained to follow commands.
How am I supposed to take care of it, Jeff? The idea is that it's going to take care of you.
She's unbelievable. She's like a miniature person.
Get rid of that bird, or so help me.
One with the mind for revenge.
I've been so full of anger. I've had the most horrible thoughts lately.
I made up a formulation based on human memory cells I've been injecting one of my monkeys.
I don't like this change in you, Alan.
The other with the instinct to kill.
What the hell are you doing to her? Ella is getting out of the house, and I'm getting out with her. You do know that that's impossible.
Man is the only animal capable of murder.
Ella, no!
Until now.
She did it for me. Did it because I wanted it done. Stop it!
From the director of Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero, the master of terror and suspense.
You're not gonna hurt me. I'm part of you.
Monkey Shines, a new leap into terror.
It's a groovy time for a movie time. So grab your gal and grab a seat. But don't forget to get something to eat. Delicious meat and nutritious meat.
You can't beat my meat for a special treat. Sucking on me is really neat.
Don't be a jerk and don't be a fool. Be a good neighbor and follow these rules. What are these rules? Remember to keep your shoes on at all times. Don't pull your penis out unless you really need to. Indecent exposure is a class 2 felony. Don't talk watch. Don't talk watch. Behavior was it. Don't let it work out. We still have our fucking money. Do not tick out the seat to follow you. While sitting there, I am everywhere at once. And I will cut you off if you make out here. I will cut your lips and tongue from your head with a See you videotaping this movie. Sights and rain down your throat with hard acid. Dissolve your testicles and turn your guts into snakes. This is a copyrighted movie for Time Warner. If I find you sold it on eBay, I will break into your house and tear your wife in half.
Welcome to episode 347 of Blue Harvest. I am your host, Halls Burkhart, and despite that stupid long fucking intro, it's just me. Will's not here yet. Oh my goodness. So, thanks for coming to the live stream, guys. We're celebrating 7 years of Blue Harvest this evening, and we are going to see what happens. Will should be here hopefully soon. Sheesh. Well, I don't know quite what to do without my buddy Will. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say you should follow us on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram at Blue Harvest Pod. You can email us at blueharvestpodcast@gmail.com. We've got Patreon, patreon.com/Blue Harvest Podcast. So guys, today we got a new Obi-Wan trailer we're going to talk about. We might have someone special stop by for that. We're going to talk about the Disney Gallery making of the Book of Boba Fett. And then we're going to do some other stuff, and we're going to hear from you guys. We got some voicemails and some emails, and those should be fun as well. So we'll try to have a good time. Boy, I'm sure hoping young William shows up. Come on, buddy. I know you're doing the dad thing. Yeah, okay. Well, all right, we'll address this. Everybody's talking about it in the chat. Josh Chapman says, holy shit, is Halls' hair gone? Aaron Boyd says, look at this sharp young man. Josh Wright says, yeah, I cut my hair today, guys. I said it was coming. I got it done. I went to, I go to a barber shop, right? Because I haven't had a fucking haircut in 7 years. And I was like, oh, where do I go? So I looked up like barber shops because I don't know if a dude like me rolling into a salon is like alarming. Like what the fuck are we going to do with this, right? So I go to this barber shop. I make an appointment. I go in and the guy goes, what are we doing today? And I go, I just want to cut it all off. And he goes, that's going to be like 2 haircuts. Had a lot of hair. You know what I'm kind of thinking of doing? I saw this thing on Twitter where people are chugging like these seltzers and trying not to burp. This was like a break in case of emergency thing in case Will didn't show up on time. No, there is not a mullet. I do not have it. It's just a regular haircut. So I'm going to do that. Let's see what happens. I don't know what to do, guys. I thought for sure Will would be here by now. Nah, son, not a single bar. My bad. All right. Rashad says, fresh cut, more butt. I don't know, buddy. So boy howdy. This is a struggle. Has Will texted me? No. I told him our intro was like 12 minutes long, so he had a little extra time. That extra time didn't really help, did it? Oh, holy shit. Thank you, Lord. He's here. Oh my God, buddy. Woo, I was struggling.
Dude, I don't think that you were, but the backflips that I encountered getting on here, I pulled out the camera and then went to plug it into the computer and realized there's only USB-C ports on this laptop. So I'm using my own camera, and then I tried to open it in Safari and it wouldn't let me. It wasn't supported. StreamYard isn't supported on Safari, so I had to download Google Chrome in order to open StreamYard.
Well,
but I'm glad I'm here. I'm sorry it took me so long to get here,
buddy. I had to. I pulled out every trick in the book, including like addressing my haircut for like 3 minutes.
It looks really good. I mean, it looks
debatable.
really good.
I feel real weird, buddy.
You look sharp, dude.
This fucking Funko Pop head be looking big.
No, you look sharp. I like it a lot.
I guess the YouTube side of our stream went down for a little bit. That might have been because I was playing some copyrighted shit.
Oh.
Ooh, buddy. You missed the intro, which
I did. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It was a thing. So buddy, tonight we're going to be talking about a few things. Did you have a chance to watch the Disney Gallery making of the Book of Boba Fett?
I did. I pulled it out right at the end. I made the family watch it while I washed dishes, and I watched it.
Well, why don't we kick off with that? Because
Liam
I think
was
we're going to
like,
have
that big guy with the 2 sets of arms. He was a
yeah.
little bit scary, but I was brave. It was kind of cool. He was huge. And I said, that's like a guy in a costume, like it's not real. It's a guy he said, it is more than one guy. I was like, well, yeah, it's bigger than it is. It's 2 guys. It's technically 2 guys in a costume.
It's actually Robert Rodriguez compositing himself. Did you see that part where he was like,
yeah,
I was going to make this model, but I decided to just do it in my kitchen. Okay, man, just do it in your kitchen. Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When the creative lightning strikes that guy, he has to make it happen right in front of him. Put it on camera. Put it down in a medium.
Something I always thought was cool about him is like, those Spy Kids movies? Like, he does those, right? Or he did those. I think he did like a lot of the special effects in his garage.
Oh, wow. For those Spy Kid movies?
Yeah. I think that was like a lot of his stuff. I think that's what... Boy, I could be talking out of my ass right now. Buddy, did I tell you? I think you came in right after I finished, but like I said, my break glass in a case of emergency thing was to chug one of these seltzers. Have you seen this thing where you're supposed to chug one and not try to burp?
No, I have not seen that.
Buddy, man, I'm glad you're here.
I'm good to be here.
Happy 7-year anniversary of Blue Harvest.
Happy 7-year anniversary.
All right, I'm going to try to relax a little now that you're here. Let's kick back. Let's kick back and have a Blue Harvest.
Yeah, let's do it. I love the background, by the way. I was just going to say, it's Tool inspired, right?
Oh, I thought you meant the background behind me. I was like, you mean all this useless shit I've accumulated?
I was about to say, I thought we were going to get to that in detail. I wasn't even going to break that one. But I can see. Can I zoom in here? Can I zoom in on just
I don't think so.
Oh, I made it a little bigger. Look at that.
Hey, man.
Look at that.
Every little bit counts. So,
look at that, man. I like that.
Man, I got to get on topic of calm down now. My security blanket, Will, is here.
Hey.
How's your week been, buddy? What you been up to? Look, I'm kicked back, relaxed.
My week has been crazy. The main focus of my week has been my daughter. She had like a minor surgery. One of her tear ducts was clogged.
Mm-hmm.
And so the doctor at Le Bonheur basically put a little tube, a little stent from her tear duct down in through her nose to where most people's tears drain,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just kind of traumatic because she was like, it's supposed to be a 5-10 minute surgery, and then at like 30-40 minutes nobody's like really come to me. So like you're going to the desk, you're like, hey, I really need to know what's going on, why this is taking so long. And they were like, look, she had to call basically the super specialist ocular surgeon guy who happens to be in house today, because it wasn't small enough. Like they couldn't fit the bigger stent in, which wasn't really even that big. But luckily this guy, who was not in town but like 3 days out of the month, so lucked out that he could come over, do what needed to be done, and then they were just kind of waiting for him to get into the OR, was kind of why that took so long. So long story short, everything worked out. Everything's fine, but it was a mild heart attack during the process,
I bet,
because
buddy.
it took longer, her being back there, than we initially anticipated, or were told to expect.
I got a lot of positive feelings about Le Bonheur in Memphis because I spent a lot of time there as a kid. Had a lot of surgeries there as a kid. It's a pretty
I'll tell
great
you,
hospital.
they took care of us. We stayed at the FedEx house,
Yep.
the night before, and everything there was so nice. The people were so nice. The kitchenette suites, and then like the playground areas, like everything is so accommodating and welcoming for people that need to stay there. Like it really is a blessing for people that need to be there a lot, especially.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They do really cool stuff there. I actually I've spent a lot of time in Memphis. That's why I always talk about the Mall of Memphis, which I guess eventually became known as the Mall of Murder.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
Okay, so to make it Star Wars related, like, you know how like at a mall there's all the different store entrances you can go in, like at the Galleria here you can go in through like Belk or Macy's, like you go in through a store to get to the mall.
Right.
One of the Mall of Memphis entrances was a service merchandise. You remember service merchandise?
I actually do remember service merchandise. That makes me
And
old.
service merchandise was kind of like just I don't know, it was a store. They had shit, right? And I went to Memphis.
Blenders, washing machines, TVs, everything.
Toys is where this comes
Toys,
into play, right? So I
bed
went up there.
frames,
I went up there for a doctor's appointment, and going into service merchandise before going into the mall, because every time I would go for a doctor's appointment, we would go to the Mall of Memphis, eat at the food court, and I might look around, like they had, toy stores, bookstores, and stuff. So I'm going through service merchandise to go into the mall proper, and I take a left-hand turn into the toy store or the toy aisle. And what do I see on the fucking pegs but Star Wars toys? And like, I grew up, like I was born in 83. So like the years where I was like a young kid that wanted Star Wars toys, they were nowhere to be found, right? So this is the first time I'm ever seeing Star Wars toys on the shelf, is when they brought them back for Power of the Force. Like I can't believe I have something of this nature, like these, right? It's when they brought these back.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have all this? And
it's cool.
I remember vividly like seeing, Luke, Vader, Obi-Wan, the droids and stuff, and just flipping out like, holy shit, Star Wars toys are back.
They were awesome. They were the Star Wars toys that I grew up with. I loved Buff Luke. He was ripped.
Yeah.
He was
They toned
jacked.
that shit down after a little while. They were quite buff. Is this? Yeah, no, they're not buff anymore by the time they got to Han and Carbonite.
I don't think so.
You want to see two other figures? Boy, howdy, you want to talk about someone that was excited to get two figures? The night they came out, it was these two figures. Obi-Wan and Maul from The Phantom Menace. Shit. Why do I have that right within reach? I got a problem.
Dude,
I got a problem.
It makes me happy. Looking at your setup in the back makes me happy. I love it.
So Sean Hoffman asks, are we getting a feet cam tonight? Bruh, not for free. Money on the table. Money. I know I'm leaving money on the table. You got to go to myweirdfoot.com for that. Apparently, Brittany Brown says hi. She wanted to be here, but she is seeing Doctor Strange. Oh man, I can't wait to see Doctor Strange.
I bet that's cool.
I'm going to be dodging. I'm going to be dodging spoilers. until I get a chance. No free toes. That's right, Rashad. No free toes. So, buddy, to get back on track, what did you think of the Disney Gallery Book of Boba Fett?
I loved it. You know, it was very intimate with Robert Rodriguez, more so than I expected, and Mark Hamill. There was a lot of Mark Hamill in there, more so
Yeah,
than I
just like the
expected.
Book of Boba Fett.
Exactly.
So one of my favorite parts of it is actually kind of at the beginning when they're talking and Kathleen Kennedy says, you know, George told me, like, I hired Timora Morrison. He's amazing. If you ever do something with Boba Fett, you should use him. And I was like, oh, Uncle George. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. So I really like that part. The Mark Hamill stuff, even though I had, you know, my storytelling issues with the fact that Boba Fett wasn't in 2 episodes, it's
Right.
kind of hard, despite that, to not feel pretty fucking giddy seeing Mark Hamill on set, like doing all that stuff for that episode. That made me pretty happy.
And being so really absorbed in it, like really trying to nail the performance, really wanting to do multiple takes. You know, you saw
Yep.
him, I don't know, you could just feel him really into it. He was super into it from the
He
footage
was,
that I
and
saw.
like, man, he is pretty fucking limber for a man his age. You see him all pretzeled up on the ground when he's like supposed to be presenting the little Beskar shirt and lightsaber to Grogu. I was like,
Right.
man, I can't do that, Mark.
He actually
Props,
got down
buddy.
there. He's in good shape for an old guy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, definitely in better shape than when you saw those paparazzi pictures of him coming out of the McDonald's. I know I talk about this all the time. Oh, man.
Is that
I
where he
wonder if I
picked
can
up somebody's
find this.
cigarette out of the ashtray?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And look, man, as someone who's ordered a lot of McDonald's at one time for just myself, I know what a full bag of personal McDonald's looks like. And that man had a full bag of personal McDonald's. Like, respect. I get it, Mark. I've been there. But I remember seeing that and being like, Mark Hamill down bad.
What are we doing? What are we
What
doing
are we
here,
doing?
buddy?
You know, I really like the goofy title besides like Disney Gallery presents the Book of Boba Fett or whatever the hell it is. I really like these. Like, I'm a big special features on a DVD or Blu-ray. Hey, Neil said, have a good night, guys. I got to work early, but congrats again. Thanks, Neil. Get you some work sleep, buddy. I totally get it. And they do a good job with them. Like, I feel like, you know, this Disney Gallery specifically kind of answered any questions I had. I honestly didn't even think that Mark Hamill was involved with the de-aging stuff this time around, but he sure was. He was there for the whole thing. And they did the fucking Plo Koon fake out again, like they did at the end of Mandalorian season 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
It was interesting. They said he had, I think it was Favreau said he had infrared dots on his face that you couldn't even see.
Yeah, some invisible infrared dots and some visible. Like they even like, because we talked about it, like, yeah, deep fake Luke or whatever still looks pretty, it looks a little weird even in Book of Boba Fett too, but there was an obvious step forward, I felt like, where it had definitely gotten better. So I like that they addressed that like, you know, they took leaps forward with it. And I guarantee you that's not the last we see. They got the venom in their veins. They're going to keep giving us that sort of thing.
Right.
Because people freak out every time they do.
And I'm sure Mark Hamill's happy to do it as long as he's able.
That's the other thing I like, is that he seems so into it, man. Like,
I know.
That's nice.
That's
man.
what I love. You know,
Mark
when
Hamill
you
is
have
such a fucking gem.
Somebody that's such a hero and legend in a franchise like that.
Right.
I mean, for him to keep coming back and keep doing it, like, that's great. That's wonderful.
It
Same
is.
thing with James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
he has been great throughout the years being Darth Vader.
So I didn't have it on like a list of topics to talk about, aka this list in my brain that I half the time I forget something about it. But I saw in an interview, I can't remember whether it was Hayden or it was Ewan that they asked, like, hey, is James Earl Jones gonna do the voice of Vader and Obi-Wan? And they said no comment. Like, who else are
That's
they
a
gonna
yes.
are they gonna get
That's a yes for
Chad
that, yes.
Vader to do it?
Right.
And the one thing that I came out of this Disney gallery thinking is like, man, Tamora Morrison is fucking cool. What a cool
Right?
dude, man.
How great is Tamora Morrison?
Stone Cobra 23, aka Steve, my co-host from the High Potion podcast, plug. Will's voice is better than James
Better than
Earl
James
Jones's
Earl Jones.
voice.
I couldn't hold a candle to that man. That's Mufasa.
That is Mufasa. But like just the stuff of him like talking about sort of the Maori culture stuff and how he approached
channeling the spirit of that energy is what he
Yeah.
would, that was very cool.
Man, and him
I
and
don't know
Robert
where they filmed that little thing, but like it was well done, like in his little space or little tent or whatever that was, I guess.
It's probably like where he goes to get set up and stuff.
It
I
was
thought
cool.
I thought the part about legacy effects coming up with the design of Cad Bane and how they did the sort of special like tooth appliance or whatever you call it, you know what I mean? To stick his mouth out more, and like how they thought about how to do the hat and stuff, and I thought that was real cool.
I agree.
Anything else? I'm trying to think. Like, I just hit a pothole. Stony baloney.
Hearing Rosario Dawson kind of be flabbergasted about working with Mark Hamill and them not telling her till like basically the day of, like right before the scene, her not
like,
figuring out
that's
the
what I
road.
was talking about with the Plo Koon fake out. How many
Yeah.
times are people on set gonna fall for that? Like, she didn't hear anything about how like, oh, we told them that was Plo Koon at the end of Mandalorian season 2. Like right now, if you are signed on to do a Star Wars project and Plo Koon shows up in the fucking script, like you go in thinking, oh shit, I'll get to do stuff with fucking Mark Hamill and Luke Skywalker. Because I'm telling you, Filoni likes Plo Koon so much, that dude is back in a big way sometime. It's going to be the big, oh, holy shit.
No, you think so? You think he survived that? I mean, he got shot down, right, and exploded.
Bro, Darth Maul got cut in half. How does he
True.
poop?
You say that every time, and you're right every time, because Darth Maul half a man.
He is.
He's still kicking it with the robot leg.
I loved Josh Chapman brings it up. This was also a really cool part. The practical giant Rancor head that they made.
Yes. And talking about going back and watching the old ones and seeing the magic of the puppet, like the old puppet.
Yeah.
And then deciding that was the way to go. I was like, that's so smart and so reverent about how to approach these kinds of projects.
Yeah. And I thought something kind of interesting was Filoni's take on Luke, how he feels like Luke is a Jedi who would approach being a Jedi more like Qui-Gon Jinn. Did you see that part where he was like, I've always felt that Luke would be a Jedi more like Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn taught Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan taught Luke. Like, it was real cool. Because like that's a cool connection to make, I think.
I like that a lot. Because Qui-Gon Jinn is one of my favorite characters.
I know. He is a good character. Liam Neeson be saying some dumb shit in interviews, but Qui-Gon Jinn is a cool character. I really like that character. A Jedi who should come back, right?
Who's
Not
that?
Plo Koon. That's our boy. Maybe you can see my special shelf. Which way do I go? See the Kia D shelf? You see that shelf? That's
Kia
all
D.
Kia D.
Oh
It's our
my
buddy
goodness.
Ki-Adi-Mundi. That's who should come back. And something happened this past week. So EW, Entertainment Weekly, if you're nasty, they released a list. They released a list of their top 100 Star Wars characters, right? And I was like, oh, I got to look, because Boba's going to be on there. He'll probably be pretty high. Probably not as high as I would put him, right?
Yeah.
But I was real curious, would Ki-Adi make the list? Because I would think no. Like, all jokes aside about Ki-Adi and how his head looks like a wiener and how much fun we've had with that character, I'd think he not show up on the list. So let me share this with you, buddy. Can you see this article I've got pulled up?
I don't believe I can.
Oh. I don't know how to work this. What about now?
Oh, I can see. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's
I
the
can
top
see this
100
now.
list. So, like, here we go. Number 100, Wicket. Okay, first off, Wicket deserves to be way higher than 100. I think
Wicket
that.
the Ewok?
Yeah. Who else? Wicket W. Warwick, my dude.
Okay. I get it.
Moff Gideon's Scout Troopers at 99. 98, the Bendu. I think the Bendu is a cool character from Rebels. He's probably around. So Wicket is lower than Elon Sleaze Bogano, the kid that's selling death sticks in Attack of the Clones. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck me, I guess, right?
Oh,
96, Dexter Jetster.
There's Dexter Jetster.
I think Moff Gideon deserves to be way higher. Giancarlo Esposito, you're going to put this man at 95. 94, Babu Frick. Okay,
Babu Frick.
We're moving along. Snice Noodles, 93.
Nice Noodles.
Captain Phasma. Wicket is lower than Captain Phasma, who I think is a pretty cool character and looks cool. But Wicket is lower than Captain Phasma. 91 and 90, Orca and Flix from Resistance. I like those characters.
Those were cool.
They put the motherfucker who said, traitor, FN2199, higher than Wicket. 88, the Grand Inquisitor. And then here we go, baby.
Yeah,
87, Ki-Adi-Mundi. This towering Syrian warrior brought a little extra mind power to the Jedi Council. With his large conical forehead housing two brains, Ki-Adi-Mundi was one of the wisest and most striking figures on the council, assisting his fellow Jedi in matters of both battle and strategy. Whether he was counseling Mace Windu and Yoda or slicing through Geonosians with a lightsaber, he proved that he had both brains and brawn. They might have given him a little too much credit in that. And look, I'm just glad the dude's on the list. I don't know if people thought I would bring this up and be like, Ki-Adi-Mundi needs to be way higher than 87. No, I think he's probably. I don't think Wicket should be lower than Ki-Adi-Mundi.
I don't either.
But
he had more screen time by far. Well, I don't know by far, maybe compiled, but feel like he still even had more screen time than Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Probably. I don't know.
I mean, like a couple lines.
Well, and if you count the like 3
scene.
seconds that he shows up in The Rise of Skywalker, remember that?
Yeah.
Sean Hoffman wonders, top 100 Star Wars character ranking stream win. That could be kind of fun, like in a goofy way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just glad our boy made it. Like, I would not have expected him to be anywhere on there.
That's true. For as little as his contribution is, he's basically naysay cannon fodder.
Yeah, and he's kind of a little bit of a downer.
Yeah.
And Wicket, like, I get ha ha ha. We don't like the Ewoks or whatever that dumb shit is, right? Like, but
he basically saves Leia and introduces her to the village.
Wicket put Star Wars on his back.
Yeah.
In the dark years. Like after Return of the Jedi, We got 2 movies, 2 Ewok movies. The only Star Wars you
I didn't
could
even think
get,
about that.
right?
Yep.
Like was the 2 Ewok movies. He had a cartoon, right? And then he had a jazzy little Yub Nub song, and Uncle George was like, I don't like that anymore. Well,
Nope.
you liked it once. You liked it at one time, buddy.
I like the Yub Nub.
I do too. I prefer
What's
it.
wrong with Ewoks?
I
Saying
would
the
play
Yub
it.
Nub.
I would play it right now, but our stream already got taken down for a second because I was playing some copyrighted
Yub
shit.
Nub.
I don't know if it was the Queen or if it was the little Mastodon thing I played. I don't know, buddy. So I want to share something with you, Will. Before we're waiting to get to the Obi-Wan trailer, but someone sent in something really cool, right? And normally I go into our emails and our voicemails blind, but this was actually the first one we got for the stream this week. And so it took a little look-see at it. And this shit blew me away. I didn't send you this because I wanted to surprise you with it. This is from a listener by the name of Jess Smith. And they put a little something special together. I'm going to try and share this. Here we go, baby. Can you see that, Will?
I can.
Let's full screen this bad boy. You ready?
Yep. Oh, this is cool. That
Come
was
on, that shit is
fantastic.
cool, right?
Tanuki
Holy
Kia D.
shit. Like the Tanuki Kia D, the 8-bit version of the Stone Cobra music.
Right.
The little animations of me and you were dressed up like a chef chasing me with like a meat cleaver.
Yep. And then Boba Fett showed up.
Boba Fett showed up as he is wont to do.
That was great. That was fantastic.
Look, people like King Tom says, this is awesome. Taylor Swift. Yeah, man. Taylor Swift mashups. Yeah, man. That's Eric. That could only be Eric Struthers. That would be like if there was a mysterious chatter in the Bad Motivator stream called Tool Boba Fett. Says that might be the best thing ever. Sean, aka Simon, says this is awesome. Kevin says this is amazing. Matthew Thurbin says best. Amber says nice. So that shit blew me away, and I have been dying to show you that, buddy. So Jeff,
that was great.
Thank you so much. That shit was amazing.
Yeah,
it brought
thank you.
Giant smile to my face.
Absolutely.
Just now and when I watched it earlier. You want to hear something ridiculous, Will?
I do.
So, we are coming upon 22 days until Obi-Wan comes out or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Coming up real quick. Hey, it's Jess Smith. He's in the chat. Thanks, guys. All magical 8-bit on GarageBand. Jess, that shit was amazing.
That was
Thank
pretty
you,
good,
buddy.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you so
good.
much. So, something that's going to happen around then is Celebration is going to happen, right? And, I've got my Celebration tickets on their reselling service, right? It's called Light or something like that.
Right.
So I listed them, right? Well, what I did not expect was to get my Celebration passes in the mail, right? Like you would think, Oh, I'm trying to sell these guys. Don't bother mailing them to me. Trying to offload these like they're hot, right? And I haven't seen it. All I've been hearing is people talk about how bad the badge artwork is, right?
How bad is it?
I don't know. We're going to find out together. So, let's find out. I got a little coupon. $25 off your next purchase of I almost said citizen watches. And here's the badges. What is this? What the fuck is it? I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. It's just like blurry. Like, I think the last celebration I went to had like Ray on my badge or something.
Mm-hmm.
They did like different ones, different characters. Like somebody gave me one that had like just the Mandalorian on it because I just had the 4-day passes.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Check this out. Love the podcast. Cheers from Monterrey, Mexico. Cheers to you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
So if anybody wants some passes, let me know. I'll mail them to you. Snail mail. How is it that they had 2 years? Like they canceled this shit, moved it, and then moved it forward, and this is what we get? That is ridiculous. Oh, well. Hey, I agree with our buddy Steve here. He said
spared no expense.
They should have hired Evan to do those badges. Holy shit.
They would have come out really good.
They would have. I love you two. Been listening for many years. Cheers from San Sebastian, Puerto Rico. That's fucking cool.
Thank you.
Thank you
for listening. All of you out there.
So, like, okay, we've got Obi-Wan coming out in just a little bit, like a few weeks, right? And
I can't believe it's that soon.
So we got the second trailer, the thing I keep delaying talking about. We'll get there eventually, guys. I promise. We get the second trailer, and they start showing off, like Ewan McGregor's on Jimmy Kimmel, our old pal Jimmy Kimmel, and I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. He shows off his Black Series figure, and it looks cool. And then I guess they put the pre-orders up for that. That shit's not coming out until spring of next year. How is it that you get Ewan McGregor back? You announce it, like you're like, okay, hey guys, all the rumors are true. Ewan's coming back to play Obi-Wan. It's going to be on Disney Plus, etc., right? We know what the dude looks like, and the costume is not that big of a spoiler. Like, how do you not have that on store shelves when the show hits? Even in the same calendar year.
Yeah.
Pretty ridiculous, I think.
It seems that way to me.
We'll just say, seems that way to me. He's like, this dude will not shut up. I like your artwork behind you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
What
this
is
it?
it?
The dining room. It's just a painting.
Fuck yeah. I got a painting of my dog.
Yeah, you do. I see that. I got Godzilla back there. Do you see Godzilla over my shoulder?
Is that Liam's Godzilla?
It is.
Nice. Oh, man, that's a good looking Godzilla.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I think that's Heisei Godzilla, if I'm not mistaken.
Look at you. My man said, my kid's into Godzilla. I'm going to learn about Godzilla. That's a sign of my dad.
I did, yeah.
Because you know what? I was into Godzilla when I was a kid, and my dad, he didn't know what the fuck Heisei Godzilla was. He was just like, no, I don't want to watch this anymore. So you know what? Let's do it. Let's talk about the Kenobi trailer. What'd you think of it, buddy?
I'm surprised at how much I got to see, honestly. Like,
Mhm.
it was one of those trailers where they showed me more than I expected them to show me, but, I loved every bit that I got, if we're
Yeah, I
being
thought it was
honest.
pretty rad.
I love the Vader tease right at the end,
Yeah. Yeah.
where it seems like they put on his chest plate, I believe. That's
Well,
the
like, you
very
see him
last
get,
scene?
like we'll go through it, we'll watch it, and there's
Oh,
a few
okay.
things. So, yeah, sort of the end of it is them basically screwing on one of his arms and then attaching the chest piece, and the Vader
Right.
breathing starts. I think it looks really cool. I will say one of the things that jumped out to me, uh, was I thought the Grand Inquisitor in the new shots looked a little better. So I think, like, I even admit he looks a little goofy. It's not something that's going to bother me, and I'm not freaking out
Mhm.
about it on social media, but he does look a little weird. I think that's going to be like a case by case basis, where in some shots he looks okay, and others maybe he looks a little goofy. Um, you want to watch it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
let's watch it, because there were a couple of things
I
that.
started at the end, I shouldn't have.
Oh, well, I mean, buddy, I played 12 minutes of movie trailers before you started. So, like, bruh. All right. All right. Let's do this full screen. Let's check it out. This location, I knew the name of this planet, like, because it was in an article. This location, man, looks so fucking sick,
I'm really
man.
looking forward to seeing what happens on this planet, and what goes on, what goes down, because it's a really cool atmosphere for Star Wars.
Yeah, and it seems like,
This whole column of troops there too.
yeah, and then, like, right there in the middle is one of the Inquisitors. It's the fifth brother, I
Mm,
believe.
I
Um,
see that, the circular.
okay, we got Dayu. That's the name of the planet. I bet you it's Dayu. I'm probably wrong. um, I think it looks so sick. I have a feeling, like, I don't know why. I get the vibe that we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it as the trailer goes on. Okay, this is what I was talking about. I think he looks a little better here.
I think it looks good, yeah.
Yeah, and then Reva or
I'm not
Reva,
upset about any of
and
this.
the fifth brother.
Everybody looks good. The ship looks awesome.
The ship does look awesome. All right, they're on Tatooine. There are 3 Inquisitors on Tatooine, right?
Ooh, that's not good.
Right. Obi-Wan and Luke are on Tatooine. I don't think they're here looking for Obi-Wan or Luke, because if they were, word would get back to Vader and he'd be like, "What? Why was that dude on Tatooine?" You don't think he wouldn't investigate more? So I think they're here for some reason. Obi-Wan gets freaked out and he, like, leads them to that other planet or something. You know what I mean? I think he tries to draw their attention away from Tatooine. You got to go, buddy.
Give me 1 second.
Okay. I'll remove you from the studio until you come back.
Yeah, remove me from the studio. I think I do need to go.
Okay. I'll see you in just a second, buddy. Oh, boy. All right. All right. Let's see what people are saying here. All right. We will go through here. Josh Chapman said, "Is Disney season 3 of Bluey on Disney Plus yet?" Why did I click that? No one will. Wasn't here. Hannah Clabo says, "I've been waiting to discuss Uncle Owen's sick burn. Man, he really goes for the jugular on that one. That it is a pretty sick burn. That's the thing that stuck out to me most when I first watched this trailer." Your boy Egg says, "Oh no, it's Hall Solo." That is correct. Oh no is correct. What the fuck? You guys ever seen? I don't know what to do. Oh no. Okay, calm down. You got this. You got this. Here, let me see if I can find something real quick. We wait on Will. Because he shouldn't be gone too long. I have this old Star Wars commercial that I want to show you guys. And I fucking love this thing, man. It is so bad. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I found it. Okay, cool. All right. I'm going to share this with you guys. Oh boy, that's just me. Ah, shit. Here we go. You guys ever seen this old Star Wars Atari commercial from like when they were bringing the game out on Atari? This shit is so silly.
Star Wars. It's great in the arcade.
It's great in the arcades.
TIE fighters! Fireballs! Coming right at me! Watch the laser towers! Aim for the tops! Pick on the cannons! Use the force! They're coming too fast! It's late! It's late! My shields are gone! All right! I'm going in!
Some game, huh?
Some game!
In a galaxy of video games, there is only one Star Wars, the arcade.
I'm telling you what, I've played that Star Wars game, and it is not the type of game that is going to give you that reaction. Oh God. So what do you guys King Tom says, Halls, that's the haircut you should have asked for. Yeah. That, you know what? That would have been pretty good, because I think they could have pulled it off with the amount of hair I had before I got it all cut off. All right, you know what? I'm gonna keep watching the Obi-Wan trailer with you guys. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We can catch up with Will when he comes back. He can tell us what he thought about the things we missed, or he missed rather. All right, let's do it.
Stay hidden.
All right, guys. Like, I know that's I know this thing right here, this lightsaber. I know that is the Inquisitor design. We don't need to see these fellas flying around. I've seen people talking on social media about like, oh, I hope they do the helicopter saber. I hope they fly with the. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I might have just been saved by our good buddy, our good pal, Mr. Steele Saunders. Hey, buddy.
I know if this is working.
Hey, I can hear you and I can see you, so it's working well enough.
Sweet. All right, that's awesome. Hey, so I just got off of like a freeway in Anaheim, and I've got your stream. How am I going to put that more on my face? So I've got your stream playing through my sound system, so I can listen. And when you're like going, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? I was like I'm going through traffic, but like I'm such a bad person. I'm just like in hysterics at
buddy.
But I'm like, it's like Frogger. I'm darting. I'm trying to get here as soon as possible. How you doing?
Been better. How about you, buddy? What's up?
I'm thoroughly entertained. This is great.
Jess Smith said I was hoping for another seltzer chug. Buddy. Woo, I thank you so much for stopping by.
No. Happy anniversary. Hey,
you,
can you put that picture up that I sent you today?
Oh my, yeah. Yeah, I'll put it up. Hold on one second. Let me figure out how to do that. So I sent Steele a picture of my haircut, and I was like, "Oh man, I feel so weird."
Wait, put us on big. Get it rid of the screen for a sec.
Okay. Boom. So I sent Steele a picture, right? And I was like, hey, check it out. I feel so weird. All my hair is gone. And he responded with this picture and just said, LOL, dying. It's you. And it was pretty messed up. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up on the stream so people can see it. So I'm not like showing my phone. And I'll be honest with you, buddy. I don't know who or what this is, so you're going to have to explain the reference to me.
Oh, okay.
So people like who are listening will maybe be able to get the reference too. So let me.
Well, as soon as you sent me the photo, I'm just like, oh my god, I know who this guy is.
Cool. Cool. All right, here. This is who Steele said I look like. He sent me this and he said, "Ha ha, I'm dying. It's you." And this was the picture he sent me.
Wait, what does the chat say? I'm gonna get this up.
Uh-oh. You're breaking up on me, buddy.
Oh no. Am I there?
Hello? Uh-oh. Steele's having some buffering issues. Yeah, okay. So Johnny said, Steele, go through the drive-through. Sean Hoffman said emotional damage, right? Yeah. This is what I look like. And I'm not even sure who or what it is. King Tom seems to think that it is a old school G.I. Joe. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Steele and Will. Oh,
hey.
My goodness.
Oh, Will's back?
Will is back.
Hey, Will.
Steele, how are you?
I'm good. Is the sound all crazy now because it's coming through the car, or is it normal?
It's better than it was.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on like 1% because using drain my thing. But hey, just while don't you reckon that Will? Do you reckon that looks like?
Do what?
Do you think that looks like me? This picture I have.
Yes. Yes, that does look like you. Absolutely.
Cool.
It was so when you texted me the photo, and like this Action Man figure is like a G.I. Joe that was in like England and in Australia, and the instantly like the beard and the hair, just a puff. I was like, oh my god, he's Action Man. And do you know what Action Man's slogan was, Horse?
What is that?
What Action Man can't do isn't worth doing.
Well, I kind of feel like that in life. So maybe I'd wear this as a badge of honor now. But maybe
Oh,
I'm turned around on this.
Dude, you should be stoked. I weeded the garden. I weeded my family's garden to earn the money to buy an Action Man.
And this is the one you got?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Little puff. Hey, okay. So Will's there. So I will bail out because I'm going to go see Les and OG Rob across the road.
Okay.
And
tell them we said hello and thanks for bailing me out there momentarily, buddy.
Oh no! Thanks for entertaining me on the freeway. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how many people will agree with that assessment, but I'm glad you do, buddy.
All right, you guys. Love the podcast, and I'll talk to you all soon.
All right, buddy. Thanks again.
Thanks, Steele.
All right, buddy. So apparently I look like Action Man.
You resemble Action Man.
Our boy Corey Van Dyke thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. Corey.
It's pretty funny.
You think that
I mean,
looks
you
like
are a
me?
man of action. I can't.
I am far from a man of action, my dude. A man of
No.
action, I am not. You know how like is it Super 7? I can't remember who does the reaction figures. I'm an inaction figure. All right. You want to get back to the Obi-Wan trailer, buddy?
I do, yeah. I'm sorry I
Okay.
had to leave. The girl woke up
Man.
a little fussy.
You got dad stuff to do. That's way more important than this goofy shit, right? Like I
We
don't-
got lucky. She went back way sooner than I thought that was going to go.
Okay. Inquisitor on Tatooine.
will not survive.
See, now this is the same shot from the first trailer, and he still be looking a little goofy there, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think he looks that goofy, but I see what you're saying.
Leave us alone. When the time comes, he must be trained. Like you trained his father?
Sheesh.
That's hard.
brutal.
That
That's
hits pretty
hard to
hard.
hear, right? That's pretty brutal.
Mhm.
Oh man, what a line, what a delivery. I can't wait to see. I mean, I don't know that we're going to get a ton of Obi-Wan and Uncle Owen interacting, but I'm looking forward to it. I want to know more
Yeah.
about that, right? And look at
It
his
looks
face.
like this could be the only time they interact.
I'd be making this face recently, like, damn, really? You see that face? Well, I'll be making that face recently. I'd be like, damn, really? It's cold. Love this shot. I imagine this is Fortress Inquisitorius or whatever the fuck it's called. Love the
interior decorating with TIE fighters. Primo.
Yeah, well, they got
primo for an evil base. Yep.
Yeah.
You still want Kenobi.
All right. Here's a better shot of like all the Inquisitors. Well, not all of them. Think this character on the right. Remember when we talked about a lady by the name of Indira Varma being cast?
I do not remember that.
Okay, cool. Cool. Moving along. Buddy, I totally understand, by the way, because I say a bunch of useless shit at you every week, and how could you?
Well, the name's very specific. I would think it would ring a bell, but I probably should remember.
Maybe it was when you weren't on the show one time. That's also a possibility.
Possible.
You know? I believe that's her. On the right, we got the something another brother, the fifth brother, Reva, this new Inquisitor character that we were sort of scoping out in the first trailer. I think she looks pretty badass. All right, dude. Like, look, we got some people watching live. It's our 7th year anniversary. You know what the perfect anniversary for Blue Harvest is? Hashtag make the EOP fart. Okay.
EOP farts.
Hashtag make the EOP fart. There's still time to put one in if they haven't already, right?
He's gone.
Maybe you've been looking in the wrong places. I want every
Obi-Wan
Cool
Kenobi's
shot.
his mug shot is
It's a faculty picture from
it's a promotional shot from Revenge of the Sith. I'm pretty sure.
low life and bounty.
Oh, okay. You know who that is, my dude.
Do I know who that is?
That's Forlom, or I believe the
Oh, it
actual
is.
terminal. His actual name is LOM, but he'll always
The gun
be
is kind of
Forlom.
obscuring the face for me.
Or what they'll do is like a Mandalorian, where they're like, "Nah, it's not IG-88, it's IG-11." This will be like Tulom.
Tulom. Yep.
Hunter. To squeeze him.
What was the Zabrak, right?
You can't run all we want.
The head horns. Uncivilized using the blaster.
This is all right. Just to because I don't want to leave this without being addressed. Your boy Egg says if Dave Filoni has his hands in there, it'll fart. Will Witten.
That's exactly right. I stand by that. Thank you for bringing that back up. If Filoni has his hand in it, that thing gonna fart.
This is our first look at Kumail Nanjiani.
That's just right.
Looks like he could be wearing something vaguely Jedi robish, or it could just be regular Tatooine attire. Who knows? Apparently,
Yeah, the
they're very similar.
Tatooine people wear robes
Mhm.
and poncho kind of things.
You can't escape him.
Shit,
Whose
I
fake
missed it.
prosthetic was that?
That was a Vader. That's definitely Vader getting his arm.
That's what
stamped
I'm
on.
saying, right?
Look,
Is that
man.
not Vader?
Okay, so we've talked about how the Grand Inquisitor, maybe he looks a little goofy. I think he'll look better in different shots and stuff, right? I
Mhm.
think this fifth brother guy, I think he looks pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
That's a Purge Trooper. So it's about 110 in the trailer. So you got these stormtroopers lined up, right? This guy right in front of him in the black armor. You remember the
Mhm.
Purge Troopers from Jedi Fallen Order?
I do, yeah.
I think we're getting those in this, or they're gonna be some other because they love adding trooper designs. I be making this face recently too. Look at that.
Looks like you're having trouble pushing out a poop. Mm.
Man, am I excited for that.
Me too.
It's so soon, and we're getting 2 episodes the first week, and then 4 more episodes. Man.
Dude, for a guy that has regular back to dips, which I assume Vader does,
You would
his
have to, right?
skin is still 8 up. Like, he is 8 up.
Buddy, he went face down in lava. His ding ding got burnt off like a hot dog that you microwave for too long. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know and I agree, but I mean, 5 years of constant back to baths hasn't helped your skin out at all.
I guess there's only so much Bacta could do. Like if I
It's
rolled
just
into a
constantly-
Bacta facility, they'd be like, we'll do our best, bro, but don't expect much, you know? It was nice to get a real cool fucking trailer on May the 4th. Like sometimes May the 4th can be a little hit or miss. Like last year we got the Bad Batch, which that was cool. And I think the year before was no, I can't remember. Like I wanted to say that like maybe Jesus Christ, this shit looks stupid. What the fuck am I doing?
No, man, you look good.
Stony baloney up in here. I can't remember if anything happened. The friend of the podcast, Aaron Boyd, says Grand Inquisitor looking more like the Gland Inquisitor. Got him. Got him. All right, buddy. We got through the trailer. I'm very excited. Was there anything that you wanted to talk about or discuss that we didn't hit? Like anything that jumped out to you?
No, I think we covered it.
Cool. Well, then there's only one thing we got to do. We got to hear from some of our moisture farmer buddies. And that means we got to play a very special song. And that means you guys get to see this.
Kia D. Kia D. Kia D. Cockhead. The only Jedi master who can crash box Kia D. Cockhead. Running around slaying bitches with his cockhead. He's a big Syrian stud. He loves to split chicks with his bud. Kia D. Cockhead. To stroke his cone and suck on his balls. Kia D. Cockhead. What you gonna do when he comes on you now? He's a Jedi Council stooge, but he'll be pumping spooge tomorrow. Cockhead. Blue Herb. Cockhead. Hansberger. Cockhead. Will Witten. Cockhead. Goose Payne. Cockhead. G Money. Cockhead. King Tom. Cockhead. Joe. Cockhead. Kia D. Cockhead. Cockhead.
Uh-oh.
That was glorious.
We people seem to like it. We got Jorge saying yes. Sean wanting to know when are we getting a live rendition. You're gonna have to talk to our friend Steve D about that. Apparently Vertigox Cured says his ding ding got burned off like a hot dog you microwave for too long. That is what happened. Josh Wright, sorry, buddy. He said, just snorted bourbon through my nose. If any of you guys would ever like to send in a voicemail or an email to the podcast, send it to blueharvestpodcast@gmail.com. First up, we got our good buddy, the king of all Toms, Tom Jansky.
Hey there, Hawes and Will. I'm not sending this in to talk about Obi-Wan or Star Wars or a line I read in a book and how I think it can affect a movie coming out in 3.5 years. I'm calling or sending this voicemail in about you guys. I can't believe that it's been 7.5 years. And I
Did we lose something? I can't hear him.
Our friend Joe kind of asked a
I'm an
question,
idiot.
and I sent in a response, and it led to like us becoming friends, and I think that's just incredible. And I want to say that I love having you guys every week, or nearly every week. I know stuff happens. I know, so thank you for being there every week and being a part of. And I don't think I'm out of bounds to say just mine, but like a whole community of people who, enjoy listening to you guys, enjoy communicating with you guys. So thank you for that. And just realize that, you got a whole bunch of people. You got all the moisture farmers behind you, not just these last 7 years, but the next 7 or however many other years you guys got in you. And selfishly, I hope it's a lot. So thank you for all that you do. Thanks for the great podcast. Thanks for keeping it clean and spread the importance of keeping it clean. And
Scrub a dub
yeah,
dub, my dick in a tub.
Kiati Mundi. Also, I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks, Tom. Man.
Yeah, thank you.
Every time I talk about King Tom, the story I like to tell, or the anecdote that I like to tell, is that King Tom's somebody that I've become friends with through the podcast. We've had him on the show. I talk to him. I consider him a friend, right? But we never hung out in person.
Right.
King Tom is the dude in those voicemails in person. He is nice. He is kind. What a good dude. And we're lucky to have you, buddy. We're lucky to have you. And we will keep doing this as long as there's Star Wars to talk about. So, let's hope they keep doing that. I would like to keep doing it. Okay. So I saw something come in, and I don't know exactly what it is, but I have to figure out if it's what I think it is. And this is from our buddy Sean. Sean, by the way, made the Boba Fett song that we played on, was it our 300th episode? And then I used it in between, when we were doing Book of Boba Fett stuff.
I believe that's right.
He made us that song. And so Sean says, "Hey guys, congratulations on 7 years. I think the average marriage only lasts about 5 years these days. I don't know. Anyways, as per request, I came up with an alternate version of Kia D Cockhead. I only had about 8 hours to work on it, and I'm right down to the wire to get it in on time. Hopefully the file goes through correctly, as I'm not really sure what I'm doing. It's a miracle that you received the Boba Fett song. By the way, whatever you did to that song to make it sound better, I salute you. Cheers. Here's to 7 more." Okay, first off, I can't wait to hear this. I am on the edge of my seat, right? My wheelchair cushion. I'm on the edge of it. And secondly, I didn't do shit. Who do you think I am? Dr. Dre doing remixes of your work? I didn't do anything. I just played it as it was sent in to me. We got to hear this, buddy. All right. The piano. Cockhead.
It got
Only
epic.
Jedi Master who can crush box guillotine. Cockhead. Running around slaying bitches with his cockhead. He's a real serene and stud. Loves to split chicks with his pud. Guillotine. Cockhead. So stroke his cone and suck on his balls.
That's hard to say with a straight face.
Cockhead, what you gonna do when he comes on you right now? He's a Jedi Council stooge. He'll be pumping spooge tomorrow. Cockhead, cockhead,
Cockhead, cockhead, cockhead, cockhead, cockhead, cockhead, cockhead,
Oh, that was good. That was really good.
Holy fucking ball. Are you fucking kidding me? That was amazing.
That was
I know
impressive.
Sean was in the chat earlier. Is he still in here? Is Amber in here? Are either of you guys in here? Because that shit was amazing.
That was
Like,
impressive.
really, buddy? That was
That's quite a bit of work too.
Yeah, man. Not only he said he had like 8 hours to do that. Man, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Sean. That I'm
Absolutely.
gonna have
Thank
to
you.
like that's gonna have to like alternate with the classic, right? Like we'll alternate it in and out, right? I think
Yeah.
that sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got a voicemail from Mr. 100 Kobe.
Hey, Haas and Will, it's your boy Kobe, aka Mr. 100. How's it hanging? Hopefully clean. I know you're keeping it clean.
Scrub a dub
I don't really have a question this week, so I'll try to keep it short. As you're probably listening to this on May the 5th during the live stream, super excited. This is yesterday, as of when you're listening to this, so May the 4th. And I love May the 4th. I get that it's, a lot of people just use it, like the big corporations and big medias will just love to share memes and say, oh, May the 4th be with you, May the 4th be with you. And, it's kind of just a general thing that like everybody does. But if you're actually a true Star Wars fan, and you like Star Wars, you love Star Wars, it means something deeper than that to you. It's a day that we all come together, no matter where you stand on the Star Wars fan spectrum. We can all come together and celebrate our agreed love for this franchise. And Star Wars means a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to you guys and everybody listening. It all means to us something in a certain way. And I love today. I love May the 4th because it brings us all together, and it shows, there's a lot of dickheads out there in all franchises, but especially in Star Wars, and especially as of late, that just, want to bring negativity and division. And that's just, that's just not what we need. But today is a day where I think a lot of people come together in a positive light, and we kind of forget about the bad shit, and we all just remember all the good and all the things that we love about this great franchise. Anyway, I just wanted to say that you guys are one of the people, especially for me and my immediate Star Wars interactive group of, media people and people that make content and just general fans, in general. You guys are some of the best at keeping things positive, being inclusive, inviting all different sorts of opinions and viewpoints and takes and everything like that. Keep it up. You guys are, I've said this before, you guys are like the shining beacon of the Star Wars fan base, because you guys are so positive, and I love that. You guys show what Star Wars fans should be, and you're a great model for what they should be. And I want you guys to just give yourself a little pat on the back. This is my hype piece for you. I really wanted to let you guys know that. Keep up the good work. We love you guys. Congratulations on 7 years. You guys are the best.
Thank you, Kobe.
That's so nice.
It
Thank
is.
you.
It is really nice to know that people think of us that way.
Absolutely,
because that's what I want to do. Like, I just want to come and talk about Star Wars and have a good time and
bring the love.
Yeah, man. I love Star Wars. I love talking to my buddy Will. I love hearing from you guys. Okay. Let's see. Let's get through some voicemails, and then we got a couple emails. This one is from Josh, who I believe is also in the chat. By the way, Sean is in the chat. He said, "Thanks, guys." No, thank you, Sean. Thank you, buddy.
That's right.
This is from Josh.
Hello there, Haas and Will. This is Josh Wright, your internet pal. Wishing you congratulations on your 7th anniversary. 7 is a very lucky number. So I know we're going to get more great podcasts over the next year. I want to thank you guys for all you do. This listening to the podcast is one of the highlights of my week. Even when it's a slow Star Wars week, I always love hearing the always entertaining, often disgusting stories that you guys tell on the podcast. Anyway, so as we all know, Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday. So I had a question about some Star Wars mothers.
Okay.
So I'm going to read a list of 7 mothers or mother-like figures in Star Wars. And I would like you guys to grade them A through F. Now, we know I love my mother. She's a great mother. I can tell by the people you guys are that you had great mothers as well. But some of the mothers in Star Wars aren't great. So, yeah, so give them a grade A through F. All right, here we go. Number 1, Leia.
Leia. How was Leia as a mother? It's hard to say, man, like, because we don't know. We haven't really seen much of Leia being a mom, right? Like,
And it's hard to say that a wayward child reflects entirely upon the parent.
right? Like, he was kind of being fucked with by outside forces.
Yeah. He was
I
led
don't know,
astray.
man. It's hard to give Leia a grade. We haven't seen enough. Like,
I give her a pass. I'll give her a B minus.
yeah, I guess I'll go somewhere around there. I'm not gonna put Leia low. It's
Yeah.
motherfucking Princess Leia. I'm not gonna put her low, but like, I still don't have quite a handle on what the hell happens there at the end of Rise of Skywalker when she passes away and the stuff with Ben and stuff. If I understood that better, maybe I would be able to say something happens. She does something
She's
forced,
basically
magical,
waiting for him to die, I guess.
magical, and she helps him or something.
Yeah.
Number 2, Padme.
Oh man! Once again, how can you? She's a mom for like 2 seconds.
She died in the
She's like,
process of
"Oh,
giving birth to them.
Leia,
So A plus, I guess.
A plus, man. A plus. I give her an A
Gave her
plus.
life
She
for
would have been a
for
good
theirs.
mom.
Yeah, she would
She
have.
would have been a good mom. She's a mom for
Yeah.
like 3 seconds.
She was the fucking president of a planet.
Yeah.
Number 3, Hera.
Josh,
I
buddy.
don't know anything about that. I didn't know that.
Josh, you're bringing up all these moms. Like, we see
Oh,
Hera.
the very end.
Yeah, she's got like the little. He
That
looks
doesn't
like an
count.
elf.
Doesn't
But-
count. Okay, well, of our character, Hera's a great mom.
Yeah, I bet you she's a great mom. Like, first off,
A plus.
A plus. She's driving around the galaxy in the Ghost with her little green-haired boy. All right, A plus. We see her for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
She named her son Jason, and everybody was like, "Ooh, Jason, like those old books."
Number 4, Aunt Beru.
I bet you Aunt Beru was a good mom to it.
Luke's a good kid. Amberu's a good mom. A plus.
Yeah, A plus. Like Luke. Yeah, I bet you she's an A plus. Like she was whipping up dinner in that thing where she's like, it's like, she's up early working on dinner, and he's like, well, if he doesn't have those droids on the South Ridge, there'll be hell to pay. Yeah, Aunt Beru's a good mom.
And Amberu's like, yeah. You bitch about that every year. He's fine. Eat your liquefied vegetables.
Number 5, Mara Jade.
Oh man, I don't know.
I
I don't
anything
know
about the relationship.
I know there was
between Luke
old
and
Ben
Mara Jade.
Skywalker, her and Luke's kid. I remember that. You know what? Just not to piss off the crazy EU people. A plus gold star. She's the best mom in Star Wars. I can't remember what she got up to. I know she was the Emperor's hand. Mara Jade, the Emperor's hand. I don't know. And I had a decipher card with her on it. And I read some of those books, and then
Some
like, I
women are
remember-
wild before they turn to motherhood. Motherhood
Whatever.
straightens some women up.
I don't think that's no, man. I don't think that's
Number 6, Mala, Chewbacca's wife.
Does Chewie have a kid?
I guess if you count the holiday special, isn't that his kid?
Oh, I guess Chewie does have a kid. I bet
Lumpy?
you. I bet you.
Or is
Wookiee
Lumpy the
moms in
grandpa?
general are just good moms, right? Like they're protective. You know. What you did your head like? I don't know if a Wookiee mom is a good mom, sir.
On a planet full of Wookiees, I'm sure there's a couple bad Wookiee moms. Like I'm sure they run the gamut of good to bad Wookiee moms. But like
You're probably
I would
right.
think, for the most part, yeah, Wookiee moms are probably the jam. They probably make Wookiee cookies.
All right, I didn't think about that. You might be right.
Granola.
And number 7, Mother Talzin.
Mother Talzin. Who is Mother? Oh, that's the what are they called? The Dothamiri, like witch lady.
Oh, F minus.
You think F minus?
Didn't she raise Savage Opress?
Did she name him Savage Opress?
Maybe F minus.
If she gave him the name Savage Opress, what's lower than an F minus? Worst mom of the year award. Like, you know how people always talk about like getting the Mother's Day mug that says #1 mom. She's gonna have Night Sisters. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
She's the leader of she's the main Night Sister lady. If she named him Savage Opress, F minus for sure.
Did Mace Windu and Jar Jar Binks not tangle with that lady in an episode of Clone Wars?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good little. It's better than it had
sticks
any
out
right
in my
to be.
mind because it was good, from what I remember.
Yeah, it's a good little arc. All right, we got one more voicemail and then a couple emails. This is from our buddy Rick.
Hey, Hawes and Will. How you doing, lads? Happy seventh anniversary, Little Harvest Podcast. And cheers to the lads over at the Sith List as well. I'm sure they're probably either tuning in or listening. Quite the week, huh? May the 4th. Good times. I have a question for you guys. I want to have some fun here.
I want to have me some
Obi-Wan
fun.
is on everybody's mind right now, and I had this thought. In A New Hope, he feels Alderaan being destroyed, right? Senses that millions of people cried out in terror. And in a silly or goofier kind of frame of mind, what embarrassing things do you think Obi-Wan felt through the Force during his life? You know, what kind of goofy nonsense do you think he was like, wait, was that you? What the hell just happened? I don't know. Just something silly and stupid and fun to throw your guys' way. So cheers to 7 years. And I don't know how you guys do it every week. I mean, for our show, we just managed to do our second episode in 11 months. So you guys are on a better streak than we are. So I will talk with you guys soon. Again, happy anniversary, and may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you, Rick. Thanks for sending in the voicemail. What weird shit has Obi-Wan felt through the Force, Will?
I was just trying to think about it timeline-wise. And if Obi-Wan and Yoda can feel through the Force the shenanigans of the Rebels crew and Cal Kestis, I wonder if they can feel what they're up to.
Well,
across the galaxy.
So it's not Obi-Wan, but Ezra does interact with Yoda in Rebels, right? So I like to think like, on days when Obi-Wan's Force senses are like real heightened and he goes into like downtown Mos Eisley to buy provisions for the month or whatever. And he's just walking through and he's like, that guy over there has really got to take a shit. He needs to go real bad. You got something like that, Will?
Nope, I have nothing like that.
You don't got nothing like that?
Mm-mm.
Come on, Will.
Nope.
Give me something here, man. Give me a little something. 7 years. Help me out here, bro. Oh, my goodness. Oh. All right. We got 2 emails. This is from Lore. I believe I pronounced that correctly. I hope I didn't mess it up. She says, "Hi, Halls and Will. Happy birthday to the podcast. Hope you two are well. I rewatched the last episode of Rebels and the first of The Bad Batch the other day, in which you see two different iterations of Palpatine. The nice old granddad when speaking to Ezra, and the creepy Sith addressing the Senate that gets broadcasted on Camino. My question is, how do you think the galaxy at large viewed Palpatine? Did the Senate address we see in Revenge of the Sith make it to the HoloNet for everyone to see, or was it only a select few that got to see it? The rest of the galaxy thinking Palpatine looked like a nice old man. Maybe we'll get an answer in Kenobi or Andor. Who knows? Looking forward to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for the great content every week. Listening to it every Saturday morning is always the best start to the weekend. Your friend in the Force, Lore. Or Lore? Hey? Shoo. Man, that's an interesting question. I kind of feel like most of the galaxy would have seen the broadcast from Revenge of the Sith because that's where he lays out his case against the Jedi, right?
Right.
So if he's trying to turn the galaxy against the Jedi, they probably would have seen.
You would assume the Senate is broadcast on some sort of
like Star Wars
planet-wide
C-SPAN.
C-SPAN, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just assuming that is broadcast to the masses.
Yeah.
And his whole excuse about being crippled by the Attack of the Jedi, that's all show.
Yeah, well, obviously. Your boy Egg69 says he is the Senate. That is true.
He's the Senate.
He is, in
He's
fact, the Senate.
entire
We all
Senate.
know this. I should have known better. Yeah, I would. So, like, there was this. Maybe it was in like the first edition of the Star Wars novelization, right? If King Tom is still in chat, he may be able to clarify if I get something wrong. But there was like this prologue that talked about sort of the Emperor and how he took over and then went into hiding. So like at one point, it seemed like the idea was like that he took over and then he went into hiding and wasn't really ever seen much again, you know? Obviously things have changed and stuff has changed since way back then. But it's a real interesting look into some of the earlier ideas of prequel stuff because we didn't get a lot of those back in the day, right? Like I remember reading in the Return of the Jedi novelization where it talks about how Obi-Wan and Vader fought and Vader fell into a volcano. And so, you know, from that point on, that was stuck in my head. And I was like, well, if we ever see that, that'll be fucking cool. I don't know why I went on the rant. I don't know, man. We got one more email coming in on a crash landing. My dude. This is from Roy. Hey guys, first time emailing in. Just walked in on the wife watching Bad Batch and started wondering, do you think we could see the Bad Batch in the Obi-Wan series? The timeline isn't too incredibly far off, and it seems easy to do. Not necessarily a big part of the show, maybe a cameo with helmets on. Could the planet we see in clips in the Obi-Wan trailer be Ord Mantell? I'm interested to hear what you think. Love the show, Roy. Thanks for writing in. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. King Tom, I called on him. I called on King Tom like Pikachu, where are you? I don't know, man. And he answered the call. He came with the direct quote. He said, once secure in office, he declared himself emperor, shutting himself away from the populace. I knew I remembered something like that. So, anyways, do you think we could see the Bad Batch in Obi-Wan?
I doubt it. It would be neat.
It would be cool. I'm never going to, at this point, I think it's silly to rule out ever seeing any of these animated characters in live action, right? Like it's kind of all on the table at this point. If they're doing like freaky mannequin Luke Skywalker, then why couldn't we see Bad Batch in live action? But part of the reason I think maybe it wouldn't be the best idea is you don't want to have, like, a lot of times Star Wars writes itself into something where like, so if the Bad Batch show up in Obi-Wan, then we know who all makes it through to that timeline. You know what I mean? So then we don't have any questions or guesses or wonder what's going to happen to the crew in the rest of the Bad Batch series.
I was going to say it removes the stakes from the series itself if you showed them too far in the future.
Yeah, right. Like a little bit. Like that was kind of the thing with Ahsoka back in the Clone Wars. Like if they had been, like if Clone Wars had been on, and everybody's question was like, well, what the heck happens to this Ahsoka character? She's not around by episode 3, right? And everybody, me included, I can't even say it wasn't me, was like, well, clearly things don't work out too well for her. Like she's probably just not around. If Mandalorian had been running at the same time, you would know, well, she makes it past the original trilogy. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'll never rule out seeing them eventually in live action. I think they'll probably let Bad Batch run its course, right? And then we'll see it in live action. Who I want to see in Kenobi in live action get his comeuppance is fucking Commander Cody. That motherfucker shot my dude Obi-Wan's big lizard.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the guy that fired on him when he's crawling up the wall. And
That would be was like his homie. Like that would be if like me and you were in the fucking space military together, right? And I was like the guy in the armor with the gun, and you were a knight, a Jedi knight, and you were like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go take care of maybe one of the biggest threats to the galaxy. I'm gonna ride this big lizard, hold shit down." And then as soon as you walked off, I got a voicemail from a creepy old dude, and I was like, well, I got no choice. I got to kill my best friend.
You're like, yeah, you were.
Yeah, fuck that. That's who I want to see. I want to see Cody show up, and I want, well, if Cody shows up, A, that means we get Tamora, and B, a little revenge from my dude, Obi-Wan and his big lizard. Buddy, I'm going to double check.
He got folded into Vader's 501st.
Yeah, you got to figure that is a character that they're going to do something with eventually, right? Because it's so, like, he's such a sort of, not a big character, but like there is a story there to tell that what happens to Cody post Order 66. The Boga. Mr. Red just jogged my memory. That's the name of Obi-Wan's big lizard. The Boga. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much to everybody who came by. Oh, shit.
Sorry I was late, and I'm sorry to slip away in the middle.
It's okay, buddy. We got through somehow. Sean Hoffman drops mad heat right before, while I'm trying to fucking wrap it up. He says, Commander Chody.
Chody.
That shit is good.
That's good.
Anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by, for watching us live. If you're listening to the episode, I would like to thank you for listening to our stupid shenanigans over the past 7 years, or however much you guys have, however long you guys have been listening. We could not say how much we appreciate you. It's so nice to have this to look forward to, and I'm really stoked that we've made it 7 years, buddy. Thank you so much for all of the time you've dedicated. And I know it's not always the easiest to schedule. You got dad duties and stuff, but thank you, buddy. Thank you so much, because this means a lot to me to get to sit here and talk with you about Star Wars.
It is 100% always a pleasure. And it's the highlight of my week to sit here and talk with you. So I couldn't be happier to do this with you.
So, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. We'll see you next week when it won't be live. And if Will's got to go away, I don't have a panic attack. We love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. This has been Blue Harvest. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with all of you.